Today, I've got a slightly different video in mind. You see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building, but I'm only going to be using World Edit. And that made me think, oh, that's easy. You know, you just, click here, set this all to Deep Slate, the best block in the game. But I'm also only going to be using World Edit to copy, paste, rotate, and flip. So I have to use the blocks around me, copy them, paste them together to make a house. I also cannot place a single block or even break a single block unless I am using it to copy something, like a villager house if I find a village. Either way, now that I've explained it, let's get in to the world editing. Okay, so I made a very, very simple shape, but I think you guys can see how this video is gonna go. And the answer is pretty painfully. So, let's go find some more blocks to expand our block palette. Okay, now I've got a bit more blocks for my block palette. It's not that many options, but I'm gonna now clear out a space to build. I will say, World Edit definitely makes this part a lot easier. So, now, what am I gonna build? I guess we will find out. Okay, so my original plan with this is to make a beach house, which I will deviate from later, but for now I decided to lay down a bunch of sand. I placed it very inefficiently, don't know why. Only when I come back I realize I can just copy and paste the whole row instead of pasting a single square. Yep, I swear no animals were harmed in the making of this video. Definitely not. That horse is perfectly fine, and so was the cow. Okay, now we're gonna base layer of sand down. Let's get building a beach house. Okay, in this clip I just go ahead and start building a basic frame of the house out of logs, because it was the best material I had at the time. Hey, there's some foundation. I'm not too sure I'm gonna get this, but I definitely need to explain my palette, so I'm gonna go quickly do that. Okay, I found the village. This challenge has become that slightest bit more easier. I hope, at least. Let's continue. In this clip, I'm just casually stealing a villager house. Not much else to say. Don't worry about it. Okay, I have added a few more block additions and made absolutely no mistakes with world edit while I was doing so. I've added some pumpkins, and I've also found the village I said before, and got cobblestone, stripped oak logs, oak planks, and glass panes. I think that will allow me to continue on building. Okay, so in this clip I just used the stripped oak logs to make another pillar parallel to the regular oak logs that is inwards from them, and what's it called, gives it a bit of depth and also change in texture. Then I make a stone floor for the building, and then I add some oak planks for the walls. This just, you know, I also add depth with the walls, and you know, the oak planks is another change in texture, even though it's still all oak. Okay, starting to come along. The blocks from the village definitely helped me quite a lot in diversifying the block palette. Not diversifying, it's all oak, but it's better than what it would have been. Either way, it's time to continue building it. Okay, so now I'm going to start making a roof. I decided to make a roof out of cobblestone because cobblestone honestly looks quite nice for a roof. It takes me a while to get it right, but I start to get there, and I set over what I want to do. Once I do that, I realize I've got a slight problem. There are these sideways logs, but not the stripped variety in the village houses. In this village house at least. So I will go back to the village, and if it does not have it, I'm gonna got a bit of a problem. So we may have a bit of a problem. We've got these, what's it called, surrounding ones. I'm not sure what you call them, that are stripped, but they won't work what I want to do with them. We might have to get a bit more creative. Okay, I spent a lot of time thinking how could I get around this, but then I came to the simple conclusion of just to put them in the same place but vertical. So that's exactly what I did, just put them in vertically instead of the horizontal ones. Okay, never mind, it looks fine with them upright. I'm happy with this so far. Well, maybe I might get rid of this. I might shorten it a bit. I mean, this is the only part dash set sand. I might make it a bit shorter, and now I'm gonna flip it. And easy as that. That's one major upside of using World Edit, but I think I'm gonna go away from this beach house idea. But one thing is, you may be wondering why I've got this piece of dirt in my inventory. That's just to simply make it easier to copy and paste things with World Edit. I could do it without, but I'm just gonna have to write out commands. And I've already write down the coordinates I want to copy instead of just placing the dirt where I need it to be copied. Either way, let's keep building. Okay, so I spent this clip just building the roof, and the roof was very finicky to do, and it took a little bit to perfect. I think it's the one part that I can look back and say I was kind of happy with that in the build. The rest of it, I just didn't have any inspiration. I was just building and because the sake of building with world edit. Ooh, cool idea, and it was kind of fun, but it was also extremely painful, and probably wouldn't do it again. It's not impressive, it's just tedious. But either way, I start to finish the roof. As you know, I'll just flip it to create the other side. But I mean, this is the one part I think I was kind of happy about. Definitely not my best work, but it's not horrific. Oh, it's horrific. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is not meant to be a quality build, it's meant to be a funny build. Either way, let's go back to the block template. So, I mean, I've obviously got the copy of the roof over, but I think I might just use planks to fill in the gaps there. And then also, I'll use a bit of this. In this clip, I'm just trying to salvage what I've done by putting in a window, and yeah, there's not much else to say about it. Just me suffering. Oh, this not nice. Oh no, what have I done? Oh well. Hopefully it won't be goddamn awful. Just regular awful. Okay, in this part I just spend all my time trying to make it better. I mean, it works a bit, it looks a bit nicer, but it's not too much avail. And this is what I spend most of the rest of my time doing. But I'll show a part that actually did turn out well and I didn't undo, and I just put a glass window in here, and it looks slightly better. Okay, now I just need to copy everything I've done onto the other side, and definitely replace this. After changing the floor into cobblestone, I realized I still forgot this part, so it's a bit longer. In this, I just simply fill this with oak planks. I couldn't think of something to do. I was thinking maybe I could put some glass panes in, but I tried that before and it just didn't work, so oak planks, done. So, you may be thinking this looks like absolute trash, and yeah, it does. And you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna fix this. Hopefully, one paste should still looks like trash, but it's better. It's a building. It's a house. It's functional as a house. Not really. There's nothing inside of it, but yeah, I'm saying I made a house only using World Edit and not placing a single block. It was kind of fun. Would I ever do it again? Nope. It was so annoying. The back doesn't matter, as people say. Either way, if you enjoyed this episode, thank you very much for bearing through it with me. If you like the video, it only makes logical sense to like the video. And yeah, see you for next episode.